The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go, tonight. 20.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Goff on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And now it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Gurley had a touchdown in Week 8, and with that score, he tied Jim Brown, Walter Payton, and Maurice Jones-Drew for the second most career total touchdowns by a player aged 25 or younger with 63. The most is Emmitt Smith. He had 75 in that span. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
First down, Rams.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Rams. 20.
54. Oh, yeah.
On first down, Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, Charlie.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Good catch here by Robert Woods and good protection up front. And speaking of that offensive line, left tackle Andrew Whitworth became the 12th player to play in a win against all 32 teams in the NFL. He reached that milestone Week 8 with the Rams in a win over his original team, the Bengals. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Looking again in the direction of Woods, but it's going to be 2nd down. To the air again. Goff. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Goff now to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
Thank you. I like that.
Yeah, we'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Now, let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch. And that gives them 8 wins. Actually, have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants, 2-6. They're underperforming.
Yeah, but their schedule really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard. I'm going to give them 6 wins, 6-10.
Lastly, and I might duck under the table when you answer this one, the Falcons at 1-7.
Yeah, that's a tough one because I wonder about what's going to happen with their head coach. But I think they'll play better down the stretch. 4 wins, 4-12.
You're off the hot seat, my friend.
Thank you.
Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 1st down, it's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. D Ford It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And off his back foot into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkowski Tart. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
180.
Check. Watch 54.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I got you.
Here's Gone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown.
Let's go, touchdown, Spain.
Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Merlin. Hey, high 7.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Goff now looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And Zerline's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
Obama.
Right there, 54, right there.
Back to throw, Goff. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. Here's Goff, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Sit hot!
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender